So you're buying a brand new home and the wonderful sales agent at the office represents you, and you don't even need to have any inspections because it's a brand new home, right? Wrong. Being an agent here in Phoenix, where there's so much building going on, has given me a lot of opportunity to work with different builders all over the valley. And I'm going to share with you what I've learned. You've heard this market is crazy for buyers, and right now if you're buying a new build, it's a lot of the same. In a buyer's market, you'll have your pick of the litter and incentives galore, but right now buyers aren't finding that. At most builders in the valley, you'll have to join a raffle or a waiting list to even start the process of getting your lot, and that's going to take away some of your leverage and incentives. Number one, where I absolutely have to start, and if you've been following me for a while, you know that I say this all the time, do not, under any circumstances, go to a builder's office without your agent. And yes, I'm talking about your realtor, not the person at the sales office who represents the builder and not you. 9 times out of 10, using your realtor isn't going to cost you anything, and that's because most builders will pay your realtor's commission. You also want to make sure that your realtor is familiar with new builds, because a lot of the things in the contract and the way that the timing works is different than resale homes. Work with someone who knows the right questions to ask and knows the process. That way, if or when something does go awry, they know. If you have an experienced agent on your side, then the rest should follow. Second, the builder's contract is just that. It's the builder's contract, and it's written in a way to protect the builder and not the consumer. So it's very different from a traditional MLS contract where all parties are protected. Did I mention these contracts can be up to 100 pages, sometimes more? Another difference with these contracts is your right to cancel as a buyer. Once you put down your earnest money deposit and you sign the contract, usually the only way out is if you cannot get financing. According to the contract, no other reason to cancel is valid to the seller, and therefore if you do, you could lose your earnest money. Earnest money deposits can be as low as $5,000 all the way up to $50,000 depending on the price of the home. Once you sign the contract, permits and building begin. Right now things are still a little bit behind because of supply chain issues, but we're looking at about 10 to 14 months build time. During that time, you're also entitled to have site visits and independent inspections to check in on how construction is going. The 3 inspections I'd recommend getting if you want to be thorough will be 1 at foundation, 1 that's called pre-drywall, that way they can check what's inside the walls, and the 3rd one is pre-closing, so you would have that inspection right before you close on the home. And these will all need to be coordinated with the builder to ensure that they're there at the right times during the construction process and to make sure they can access the home. So my 3 top tips are: use an agent, read through the contract in its entirety, even though it's really long, and know your rights and requirements. And number 3 is have your inspections. Do not skip them just because the home is new, because things can still go wrong. If you like this video, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. I'm Jessica Sanchez, Phoenix Realtor.